Welcome to the Monterey Peninsula and Pebble Beach golf links, better known in the lingo of play games and history maker golf as the Pacific Golf Links. I'm Tenacious Earl, and we are here for the next event in our Tenacious Golf Tour. For the third season it's been in existence. This is 2020, is that correct? I think that's right. Yeah, 2020. So we're currently in year 2021, and year 2020 in our world was a complete mess. But in this world, we are going to play history maker golf, and we're going to pretend like everybody could do anything that they wanted all year. So we have a lot of fictional golfers here. This tour has been all based on fictional players. And so we started out the day with Bruno Friedman with a two-shot lead over John Westinghouse and Evan Aldrich. But things have changed. Bruno has had a rough go of it, and so let's take a look at our leaderboard. Evan Aldrich, as they approach their 12th hole, Evan Aldrich is in control of a very slim lead right now, one shot over Westinghouse and Ramirez. Remington Ramirez came from 4 shots back and had a pretty nice beginning to his round. He actually has gone bogeyless so far in 13 holes. He was 4 under on the front. He's hit a little bit of a lull here in the back 9, parring the first 4 holes in his back 9, but he still sits there 1 back with Alan Duvall, Trent McAdams, and Gilberto Brennan a little bit farther back, 3 out. So the other guys are a little bit more distant. We're going to pick up the action at 14, but first what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that there are no emerging contenders that we need to follow to close out this round. We already have some guys who have fallen out of contention, and we won't be covering them. You can see them under the finished column there in the leaderboard. So let's go out to the course. Okay, so our first order of business will be doing the emerging contender. Our leader, -3, so we roll once on the emerging contender chart. We will roll white and black, and if it's above 16, reading in ascending order, which it is, there are no emerging contenders, so we will continue with the round as it currently stands as far as who we're following. So we're going to pick it up at the 14th, par 5. It is a very difficult par 5 by most courses standards. A lot of times your par 5s are your scoring holes, and there are a couple on the front 9 at Pacific Golf Links that do present very considerable scoring opportunities. But in this case, it's probably one of the tougher par 5s on tour. 573 yards. It's uphill the whole way, and your usual Sunday pin placement is shoved behind a bunker and kind of like just on the back side of a little hump in the green where the ball will not hold, and if it goes off the back, it has a little bit of a steep descent. So par is a good score here, and we will pick it up with Remington Ramirez. 2 blue chips for Remington, 3 for Gilberto Brennan. Brennan 3 back right now, so we'll see if either of these guys can continue their good run. These are 2 of my custom cards. You can see we have 5 of them here on the board left, 4 of the play cards. So we had a pretty good distribution of good golfers and golfers who are kind of like upstarts. So let's give this a roll. We're not going to have Ramirez take control on this or try to. A semi-daunting hole. You would have to roll the decider die to decide whether it's 1 for a no or 2 blue chips for a yes. But we're going to just play it out as is. So 22 we take when we get a course control. So any of the die symbols that show up right here, so a 4 shows up, that means it is course control as opposed to golfer control. There's 2 different mechanisms, as if you look at my tutorial videos that I've done already, you will get to understand some of this gameplay. 22, we take the black and the silver dice, and then we take them in ascending order. In this case, 22 means this square, which is golf cam course. And so we look at that, and then we take the green die result and compare this to the chart. And so is it a cordial hole? No. Is it daunting? You can see semi-daunting is what it currently stands as. The decider die is a no. There's no dot, so that means it's not daunting this time. Brennan could play it, and it could be daunting. You don't know. So for this, in this case, it would be either an easy, or because we have this little exclamation mark, which means that the putt gets made one part tougher on a course-controlled hole. That means we have to have a moderate putt for Ramirez. So he needs a 1 to 5, and he misses it. So a costly bogey here for Ramirez as long as he makes this putt. So an easy bogey putt as long as he doesn't get 6s, and he doesn't. But that is going to drop him a shot. So he will drop to minus 14 if, oh yeah, see, I have to have that showing to some extent, or else everything kind of goes bonkers. And my thing won't update, and you guys will be in the dark. But we should be okay now, right? Yes, sir. Okay, good. So now Brennan will play. Now this is you have to take a little license with this game, because you're not playing each shot. You're not playing shot by shot here, although there is some shot by shot feel. It's not like everybody tees off and everybody hits their second. So, okay, so he gets a white 1, which if you notice here is not in this list. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. So because it's 1, it is golfer control. This will make this whole play a little easier for him, most likely. 2, 3, 6 is how we. So we take the rest of the dice roll, exclude the 1. We take whatever's left and read it in ascending order. So 2, 3, 6. Is he a duffer? Look under woods. He's not a duffer. Is it a direct green? This one is not direct, so it's going to be a short game check. The green 2 checks if he's stone, and he is not. So, and not stoned, stone. Stone is a quality. You can see here on Alan Duvall's card, he is semi-stone. I apologize, the semi-dots don't show up so well. So, for the short game, when we do a pin check, we roll the white die and the decider. If the decider's a yes and the white die is a 1, he makes it. Otherwise, whatever roll is, we go off the chart. And it's a 2, so that makes it an easy par putt. For Brennan, 6, 6 is a miss, and it's not, so he makes it and will remain at minus 13. Not a bad result for him on that hole. So now we will wind it back, and what we're going to be doing now is moving through each of these 3 groups. The 4th group is out of contention. We've played them out. Also, Adam Trenchard is out of contention. 8 back with less than 8 holes to play. So, very little chance of him being able to overcome that. So what we use is what is called the out of contention chart, which I'm going to just show off to the side here. Comes with the game. It's a pretty quick mechanism to get some things sorted out quickly without having to worry about playing out a lot of guys who have no chance. So Dwayne Bradshaw has some good qualities. So this is the 13th, an uphill par 4. You see this like challenging firm that can scare you a little bit, but the thing about this game that we've talked about in the tutorials, right here is your big deal. This guy. If the fewer of these, the easier the hole for the most part. So if you have, so with 2 of these, so with 4 and 5, that means this hole is relatively easy. Should be able to par. Decent chance at birdie. Bogey opportunities are quite low on this one. So we get a 1 on the white die, so golfer control, and then we get 1, 1, 2, which is one of these really low rolls. So should should end up with a moderate birdie putt here, but let's take a look at the chart just to be sure. So if we go to the par 4 chart, we go look at 1-1-2. Is he cold? Bradshaw is neutral. He's on par. And I'm not going to go into what makes that, but okay, now is he gilded? The decider die makes him not gilded, so he's lucky to not have to take a par here. Instead, he does get the moderate birdie putt, which a moderate birdie, if he rolls 1 or 2, I always use the green die for my putts. If it's a 1 or 2, it's in, and he rolls it, and he just lips out, and he will need his easy par putt. We go up in difficulty, or down in difficulty by 1 for the next follow-up putt. So a moderate becomes easy. Okay, so Trent McAdams is next on the tee at 13. He has, looks like 3 blue chips there, but he's going to save them. So it's 3-3-6. Is Trent hot? Well, his girlfriend thinks so, but no, not on the course here. He's bogey. Is he dynamic? He's not listed as dynamic, so we're going to call Golf Cam Green, which gives kind of an overview of how difficult the green is, and putts come up based on that. So this green is semi-challenging. It's also firm, but that only comes into a very small portion of the golfer control checks. But this semi-challenging is going to make a difference here because the dot is present. So that means that this time it's challenging for McAdams. It's a par 4. We look at 3. Is it challenging? Yes, he has a clutch putt for par. So he's going to have to scramble for a par. Fortunately for him, I believe he's not a gold putter. So he's within 3. He has to decide whether he's going to use a blue chip to try and better his chances of making it, or he would earn another blue chip if he makes the putt on a 1-3 with being a neutral clutch putter. So you either make it going neutral and get a blue chip, or you miss it, lose a blue chip for missing a clutch putt, and then you still end up with a bogey. Of course, the other thing is if you spend the blue chip, then you lose it. You've already lost it. You can't earn another one even if you make it, and it makes it 1-5. So you better your chances, and he is 3 back. He's going to take his chances here and hope he can get another blue chip. It may help him down the road. So he needs a 1-3, and he makes it. So we took a 50-50 shot at it, and he pays. It pays him well with a blue chip, some confidence, and maybe he will be able to make a run at Aldrich and Westinghouse here, and Ramirez. Okay, Alan Duvall, another custom card, and so it's going to be 4, so it's course controlled 15. We look at the 15, there's a little weed looking thing there, that's rough. So he finds the rough with his first shot, and then we take the green die after that. So we go 4.1 chart for rough, and we go to the selection 4 for the green. Is he a workman? He is a semi-master, so you have kind of polarizing qualities usually for a lot of these things. So you have a master for somebody good out of rough and trees, and you have a workman if they're not good. So, and then for bunker recoveries, you have sandy for plays well out of the sand, and chunky for somebody who doesn't. So he's not a workman. Make a long story short, it's a moderate second putt for par. He just needs to make a 1-5, and it is in. So that's that. All right, I'm going to try and not talk through quite as many of the nuts and bolts here. We've got the 12th here, long par 3, usually a firm green, although they decided when they made this particular hole not to put that on there, maybe because you have such a rare chance of ending up with golfer control. So we could try and get let's do it. We're going to try and get Westinghouse control on this tough par 3. So we're going to use a chip. We're going to roll the decider die because it's semi-daunting. So it's not daunting this time. He can keep that chip, and now he's got control on a hole where usually you would not be able to get control. So how does it turn out for him being a one's around. That is a special result. let's see, we go to the special result chart, and we're going to roll black and green. We'll roll the decider die too, just to be sure. 45. Failed sand wedge, rolls back into the bunker. Second wedge onto green, leaving a difficult putt for bogey. If he misses it, stormy the rest of the round. Oh boy. So he used a blue chip, and he still ends up with, he has a 1 in 3 chance of a bogey. He could use the other one. He's going to try and make this, though, 1 to 3, and he misses the bogey. So now a moderate double. He'll make that, but that is a costly turn of events here for John Westinghouse on back-to-back birdies. He drops 2 shots, and that is going to be a big so these special results are, some of them are great and some of them are killer. Okay, Bruno Friedman, you can see this XC I've drawn on this card. I haven't drawn on the card. There are sleeved cards. You can kind of see the shininess here. I just used the dry erase marker to put that. So he has extra control. A 4 would also get him control. He doesn't get it though. 12 is a rough and 1. So his tee shot finds the green side rough. Look at 2. Is he master? No, he's actually sandy. So that seems like he is, every part in this round he has found the wrong type of hazard. So not a master. He has a moderate putt for par, 1 to 5, and he holds it. Now Evan Aldrich finds himself 2 up on Ramirez with, he has a look at this tough hole. He just bogeyed 11, so he'd love to get back here, at least with a par and maybe a birdie. 36 is rough and 1. Green 3, is he a workman? He's not, so a gimme par putt. For a gimme, we roll 3, and they all have to be 6 to miss, and he makes it. So that is that. So you can see Aldrich with a 2-shot lead. He is not one. Westinghouse is the only one of, well, in McAdams, only one in the top, the only 2 of the top 6 right now who have won tournaments are Westinghouse and McAdams. So chances are high for a brand new winner on tour. Go to 15. We have a stretch of 3 neutral holes here, which leads up to the famous 18th. And so this pretty straight hole here. Well-placed drive will avoid fairway bunkers, provide a clear approach to the green. 3 degrees of course control, and it'll be Gilberto Brennan holding on to his chips for now. It's going to be a 4, so course control 34. Go to chart for golf cam course, and a 5. It's not daunting. Is he scattered? No, he will have a clutch birdie putt. Semi-gold means 66% chance. 1 to 4 will make it and would pull him to within 2 and into a tie for second with Ramirez, and he misses it. He's going to lose a blue chip. We could have spent that and he would have made it, but it's a pretty poor use of a chip. So easy par is always the follow-up for a clutch putt, and he will be kicking himself for a great opportunity gone by the wayside. Now Ramirez 2 back needs some birdies to start going. The white 6, you will never see a white 6 on this card. That is always what is called a it's kind of like patient. I always call it the patient par. On a double cordial hole, you could take a birdie and no blue chip. On any other hole, you could take a par and earn a blue chip, and that's what Ramirez will do. He'll get a chip, he'll take a par. What it is basically you've hit kind of a suboptimal tee shot, and you basically play safe the whole way, and you gain confidence by not screwing it up. So back to 14 for Bradshaw, Duval, and McAdams. We'll go with Bradshaw first on this tough par 5. He'll get control 1, 2, 4 off the par 5 chart. Duffer, he is not a duffer. Hacker, no. Is he soft? No. So a moderate birdie putt. And Bradshaw, he's at -12. He's going to try to sneak a birdie out of this. He's going to make it easy. So it's 1-4, and he makes it. He would have made it anyway, so it was kind of a wasted chip. But you don't know that ahead of time. Here is going to be Trent McAdams, who's had kind of an up and down round, 2 birdies and a bogey, but he's been pretty steady. The last 6 holes, all pars. He is going to try and take control of this hole. He is a guy that feels like he can score on this if he can wrest some snot from it. So he's going to go. Doesn't need to spend another blue chip. 1-2-4 as well. Not a duffer, not a hacker, and he's not soft. It's going to be the same moderate birdie putt. Can he make this? 1 or 2? It's a 3. He should have spent. He can't. Yeah, he could have spent another blue chip, but he didn't. So now an easy par. So a lot of strategy with the blue chips, and there's really no guarantees in this game. So Duval is not, he can't really, because he doesn't have 2 blue chips. So 5 means course control, 55, sand with the first shot. Green 4, is he sandy? No. And then of course, now we get to a guy with a master, so he doesn't end up in the rough. Not sandy, but he gets an easy putt for par. Actually, we have to make it moderate because of that little thing, and he still makes it, so no problem. Pretty good playing of that hole. First time we've played the 14th without someone having a hiccup in this particular tournament. And now it'll be Bruno Friedman, who is 4 back and struggling right now. He gets an extra chance at control, but it would only be on a 4. The 5, so 11 is rough in 2. Green 2, is he a master? Again, not sandy, so it's going to be moderate putt for par. He makes it. Oops. And surprisingly, we've had no issues with water yet, which, you know, Pebble is famous for its beautiful overlooking the Carmel Bay and Pacific Ocean and stuff, and we've not had and quite a few of the holes are actually inland. But 23 is going to be sand and 2. Now here we might get it, because 4 is but it's going to be easy chunky. That's still fine because he's not chunky. Chunky would be bad. Moderate putt for par, but he is sandy. It would have been better if he had ended up with a check of sandy instead of check chunky. Okay, so now Westinghouse, who's coming off of disaster, needs to right the ship here on 13. Does not get control. 23 is also going to be seen into basically the same roll. That doesn't happen very often. Moderate putt for par. He'll make it. Okay, so we're up to 16 with the Ramirez and Gilberto Brennan group. Aldrich still 2 ahead. And it's time for the 16th, a par 4, which doglegs right. It's got some sand. The green slopes pretty heavy from right to left. You miss it on the short side, and the pin is usually on the right side, which means if you miss it right, if you try to attack the pin and you get right of the green, you will have a very difficult time stopping the ball anywhere near the hole when you're coming at it. So anyway, Gilberto Brennan, 25 is sand and 2, and a green 6. That's a terrible lie in the bunker, basically into fried egg, and he gets out of it, but he's going to leave himself a long, double difficult putt for par. He's going to have to lag. I'd use my lag mechanism, which then gives you an easy bogey, and he has to accept the bogey. Ramirez, he's going to take control of this. got to make something happen. He's going to see if he can do it on this hole. 1-3-3. Go to the par 4 chart. He's neither yeoman nor puny, and he's not a hacker, so we go to experience, and that is not going to be so great for him this time because 3 checks prospect. He is semi-prospect with the dot, so he is. It's going to leave a double difficult putt for par, and that is not what you'd spend the blue chip to get. So he's going to have to lag it. That leaves him an easy bogey, which he makes, but bogeys for both guys on 6, actually all 3 golfers. Trenchard also got a bogey, though we're not really paying much attention to him. And so Aldrich is looking like he is in the clear here as we close out this round. Bradshaw at 15. That'll be 12, sand in 2. Green 2, is he sandy? Semi-sandy dot. Yes, he is sandy, so he gets a pin chance. We're going to roll this pin check. It's a 6. That's going to leave him a difficult putt for par. He needs a 1-3. And he makes it. Alan Duvall. Actually, we'll do McAdams first. He has the honor. He's going to get a patient par. He's got some coinage to use to finish out his round here. As he gets down the stretch, he may try taking some control on some of these holes here. 55 is going to be rough in 1. Green 3. Workman is not a workman, so an easy putt for par for Duvall. He should make this, and he does. Okay, back to the 14th. Last group to play this par 5, and it's going to be Bruno Friedman with the honor. Needs to birdie some holes here closing out, and he has a chance with a roll where he controls it and he doesn't get that little caution symbol affecting him when he has control. 1-4-6. Legend or bomber? Neither of those. Is he champion? No. Is he hacker? No. Goes to experience. He is an icon. It's going to check if he's a prospect, and he's not. And because it's a 1, that is the best possible scenario. He gets a gimme birdie putt with that. So a 6-6 is a miss. Otherwise, he makes it, and it's in. So Bruno Friedman maybe poised to make a charge here. We don't know. He gets up to the gaggle at -13, 3 back. Could also benefit if Aldrich starts having some struggles. And I missed with at least one of the dice here. Didn't get it through the thing, so I'm going to roll again. And guess what? He gets the best roll he could. Duffer, no. Utility, no. Hacker, no. So it has a moderate birdie putt. Can't make it any easier. So it's 1-2. He misses. That leaves an easy par. And he, oh boy, he almost missed it, but he does make that one. And up to Westinghouse now to try and close this gap. Can he get a good result here? 255 legend. He is a legend. He'll get a blue chip and the gallery cheers on this par 5, and this could be good with a green 2. Let's see. Is he a champion? He is. He can go for it. He is going to go for it. He's in need of something that will get closer to this Australian. So here we go with the go for it. We roll the white die. He could get another blue chip out of this, but let's see. It is a 2. That is a difficult putt for Eagle, and yes, indeed, he gets another blue chip. And in this case, he's going to use both of them. You can use chips that you've earned if they're blue. Red, you can't on the same hole. So difficult goes to moderate, goes to easy. So this is an easy eagle putt. He's guaranteed himself a gimme birdie at the least. Needs a 1-4 to jump to -15 and put him within 1. And he misses it. That still leaves him a gimme birdie, which is the 6-6 miss. and he makes that. So to within 2. We haven't had much luck on the easy birdies and easy eagle putts so far, but Aldrich now 2-shot lead as we go to the famous 17th, the Tom Watson hole out, and fresh in everybody's mind. If you have never seen it, go watch it on YouTube. One of the classics, up there with Larry Mize at Augusta. all sorts of images that can. Anyway, so this par 3 is not the longest par 3 in the world, 178. It's got kind of this little, it's kind of like slanted from kind of right front to left back. You got bunkers in front and back, and off to the left you've got a mound, and usually they try to put the pin around there on Sunday to try and make any chip off of that mound a real harrowing feat, which was the reason why Watson's chip was so amazing. So Gilberto Brennan, 2 chips left, and he's not going to do that here. So 2, 3, 6 on the par 3. He has control. He's not a hacker, so we go to experience for this prospect. Well, it won't be too bad because it checks if he's an icon, and so he's not. He'll have a difficult putt for birdie, so at least a chance at birdie. Could try upgrading it here. He's going to lag it. It would leave him a gimme par. He's just happy to finish in the top 10. Gimme par now. He makes that, so he should be able to finish this round out, getting a top 10 finish and really putting some needed funds into the bank account. Remington Ramirez, what's his what does he got here? Hero. I don't know as that's going to help him, especially when, oh boy, well, it's going to be 23. That's rough in 1. Green 5. Is he a master? He is. Okay, an easy putt for par. This works out well for him. He drops it. Okay, 16. I would say 15 and 16 are 2 of the more blah holes on the course. You kind of forget about them if you're not paying attention. It can also sneak up and bite you. Which is exactly what happened to that group before. Ramirez, Brennan, and Trenchard all bogeyed it. So 12, rough in 2, green 1, a chance to hole out here. He's not a workman, so can he get the 1 in the dot? No, he gets a 4. That's going to be a moderate par putt. So 1 to 5, and it's, oh, and I said it was in, and it's not. I jinxed it. Not really. Easy bogey, and Bradshaw drops out of that tie for 3rd. McAdams has not gained any ground here on the back 9. Running out of time. He'll take control. I don't need to roll that because there's no reason to. Let's just roll them all except for the white die. That's what I meant to do, is take the white die out. 4, 6, 6. Is he a shaper? No. Hot. He's not hot, so experience. 4. Is he icon? He is, so he gets an easy birdie putt. We used 1 blue chip. He will use a second one here to make it gimme. That should get him to minus 14. Tap in, and he makes it barely. But that brings him to minus 14. 2 back. Still could make a little bit more of a charge here. He's got 2 holes left. Alan Duvall. It's going to be 25 golf. No, it's going to be golf cam sand, if you will. Sand in 2, 5 on the green. Sandy, no. Difficult putt for par, so tough one here for Duvall. He steadies it up. 8 feet, and he makes it. back to the 15th. And it'll be Bruno Friedman with the honor. And course control 22 is going to be Golf Cam course. Green 6 on the par 4. It's not daunting, so a clutch putt for birdie for Bruno. He's a neutral rating, so he needs a 1 to 3 to make it. Otherwise, he'll earn a red chip. It is a miss, so he'll still have a chance for a par on an easy putt, which he makes. But that was a good chance to draw within 2, but he left it begging there. So here is Westinghouse, and that's 34. That's Golf Cam course. Green 2 is not cordial, not daunting. So he'll just have an easy putt for par. And he holes it out, stays 2 back of Aldrich. Now Aldrich, how does he play this hole? It's going to be 25, which is course. And then the 6, it's not daunting. He'll have a clutch putt for birdie. Semi-gold, so he has a 2 and 3 chance here. So a 1 through 4 would earn him a blue chip and a birdie and extend his lead to 3. It's in the hole. Evan Aldridge looking for his first victory on tour, and it is looking very likely. It's going to take a miracle from McAdams or Westinghouse here, and possibly some hiccups by Aldrich. Gilberto Brennan at the 18th. So the 18th, this dogleg left right around the bay. Usually see seals sunning themselves on the rocks, and all of the beautiful, expensive, rich houses all over the place. You can see the clubhouse, you can see a tree out in the middle of the fairway, and only these two, only 4 and 5, get you messing around with this semi-daunting, but you don't want to yank it left. 13 and 15 are your water problem shots here, and it'll be Brennan, and he does get a 16. That's Golf Cam course. He catches a little bit of a break here. He almost got 15, so again, the black and the silver. So then green 1, cordial, no. He's not laser either, so he's going to need a clutch putt for par. And as his last hole, and heck, we had 2 blue chips. He's going to hang on to one here, so that gives him 1 to 5, and he makes the par to close it out with a 71. It's a 1 under par round, and he drops in there minus 12, so a nice tied for 7th finish if Bradshaw doesn't find a birdie on the way in. And now Ramirez, should have had him take control, but anyway, 5, 5, 6. Now he can better it by 2 now. So 5, 5, 6. Legend, he's not. Champion, no. Hacker, no. So we're gonna go Golf Cam green. 6, friendly, no. Laser, no. Clutch putt for par. He's already gold. Can't do any more with it. Just avoid the 6th, and he does. So a par for Ramirez, and those 2 guys end up with chips in hand. So it's too bad, but he'll end up tied for 4th at the moment. Okay, to 17, and McAdams. He'll take his chances here, hoping for a 1, 2, or 3. Gets a 5, so 22 is rough in 1. Green 6, a bad lie in the rough. Bad show for him. Probably should have taken control. He is a master. He gets an easy putt for par, so gets away with that. Makes an easy putt. We may use his chips for control on the last. Anyway, Duval. 23 is rough in 1. And a 1, he's not a workman, so he gets a pin chance. 1 to 3, and Duval would move to minus 14 as well. 1 and a dot. Nope, it's going to be a 3, so that's an easy putt for par. He holds it out. It's going to be Bradshaw now, who is waning. He'll take a par. Back to 16 for your leader, Aldrich, 3-shot lead. Just trying to keep it between the lines on the way home. And he gets a white 6. That's a patient par. He will take 3 of those and win pretty much if he can do it. It will now be Bruno Friedman. And he gets control because of that XC you see on his card there. He has extra control. So 4-5-5. Not a legend, not a champion. So it's going to be mood. He doesn't have a mood right now. He's not stormy, so he gets a moderate birdie putt. He'll try and make it. 1-2, and he makes it. So he'll be sunny. Got to mark it on the chart here that he is sunny. And he's having a good tournament. He's moved up to -14, so 3 back and not completely out of it yet. There are some weird things that can happen. 24, he won't have control. The Westinghouse won't. 24 is sand and 2, green 5. Is he sandy? He is, so he'll have an easy par putt. He gets a break there. He makes that. So we are bringing up McAdams to the 18th. 2 groups left on the course. And he will try to take control of this. The Decide or Die says he'll need both to get control. So, but he wants to put some pressure on. If he can get to -16, that would be awesome. But chances of that are pretty slim. 1, 2, 4. Duffer no, Hacker no, soft no. Moderate birdie putt. He's going to need a 1 or a 2 to even get a birdie here. And it's a 3, so now the easy par. And he closes out with a par. And a bogey free. No, he had 1 bogey, my bad. 35 on the back for a 70. He will finish at -14. Looks like he's going to be probably tied for second, but you never know. Okay, Alan Duvall. Okay, 1, 2, 6 for him. He's not dynamic, and it's not direct. So, he's not gilded, so a moderate putt for birdie. He'll get a chance to better this one. So, that is going to be an easy birdie, 1 to 4, and he makes it. So, Duvall, he gets up there into that group with -14. He'll eat into Trent McAdams' winnings. McAdams gives him a dirty look and says, "What the heck are you doing to me, man? I have a mortgage to pay." We'll attack the green with Bradshaw here since he doesn't need a blue chip anyway. So let's go ahead and re-roll the white die. And what does it say? 1. That'll be a moderate putt for birdie. We'll make it easy with the blue chip, and he makes it. So Bradshaw sends Brennan down to 8th, and he gets a share of 6th with Ramirez. So a good payday for Dwayne Bradshaw. And now we just have our final group on the course with Friedman trying to chase Evan Aldrich, your leader, the 17th. The par 3, and he will have control 4, 6, 6. Laser or hot. Semi-hot and has a dot, so that'll be an easy birdie putt. Still has a red chip to deal with, but an easy birdie, he'll make it. Within 2 now. It's going to put some pressure on Aldrich to not fumble here down so he's going to go ahead and roll it out. Oh, and he doesn't get control. It'll be Golf Cam course. Not a tough hole, though. Should be able to squeak a birdie chance out of this, maybe. 5. Cordial, no. Daunting, no. So it'll be easy putt for par. 6-6 miss, and he makes it. Oops, I put Westinghouse. That's not Westinghouse. Aldrich. There we go. And now Westinghouse. He'll hold on to his chip. 2, 5, 6, par 3. He isn't a hacker, so we go to mood. He's neutral. So because he's not sunny, he's going to have a difficult putt for par. Make him stormy if he misses it. And he does miss it, so now moderate bogey. He'll make that, but we're going to have to put him in here under stormy. Only guy on the course who is unhappy at the moment. So, 2-shot lead for Aldrich going into 18. 18, a pivotal hole where dreams are made, nightmares are realized, and it's going to be Friedman playing first. He's going to use the red chip and play a black 6. That's one of the things you can do here, is the black 6, and I'm going to confirm that just so we can get rid of this red chip before he even plays. Yeah, purchase an automatic black 6, which can not always be a good thing. But okay, so it's going to be he gets a 4, but he's extra control, so 2-2-6 as he gets control on this par 5. Can he get, if somehow he could get an eagle out of this, he would tie Aldrich with Aldrich still to play. 2-2-6. Yeoman, no. Shaper, no. Champion, no. We're going to go to experience. He is an icon. 2-ass. If he's an icon, he's going to get a birdie out of this unless he 6-6 misses. Because his icon, his experience status is icon, and the 2-ass is the icon. He is a gimme birdie putt. So a 6-6 miss, or he gets to -16 and forces Aldrich to par to win. And he makes it. We're going to play Westinghouse last, even though, because we're going to play by the honor. So here is Aldrich. Chips to spend. He's going to hang on to him. Yeah, he has that semi-gold. I think he's going to hang on to it. If he gets a clutch putt, he could improve that to an 80% chance or better. So let's see. And he gets a par. He doesn't even have to attack anything. He takes a patient par, and that salts it away for Aldrich. He will win the tournament with a par on 18. So there you go. We'll finish out Westinghouse. Okay, 2, 4, 5. But the tournament is over. Now, Aldrich is our new winner. A new winner on tour. 2, 4, 5. As they have to wait for Westinghouse to sally himself back up to the hole. We go to the gallery cheer par 5 with a hat. He's not a hacker, so we get strong applause. And we roll the white die again. It's a 6. That'll be a double difficult birdie putt. Okay, well, double difficult goes to moderate, so he gets a 1 or a 2. He'll birdie, and he makes it. So Westinghouse with a decent 71, but he wanted more. Finishes at -14, and there we go with your winner at the Pacific Golf Links of the Norcal Pro-Am. It is Evan Aldrich, the Australian. -17, the final score. Brilliant round. Only had 1 bogey on 11, but he eagled 2. Let's see, do I have a screen here that can show you here's your scorecard. Eagle at 2. You can see him at the very bottom of that group 4. Eagle 2, birdied 4, birdied 9 to have a 4 under front 9. Took the bogey on 11, but then a clutch birdie on 15 really made it insurmountable. So Bruno Friedman with a good second place finish for him. That should establish him on tour for the years to come, you would imagine. Even with his 5A rating, that should be a nice payday. In fact, we can probably go over there and take a look. 756,000 buckaroonies for Friedman. Of course, Aldridge getting the 1.2 million. That will buy him a lot of Vegemite when he heads back to the land down under, where beer does flow and men chunder. So thank you to Colin Hay for writing those awesome lyrics, and to you for watching the Norcal Pro-Am here on Tenacious Sports. Please hit the like button if you like History Maker Golf and want to see more videos around this tour. Maybe at some point before the weekend's out, I'll just do a quick little update on our standings. But this tournament has been sitting on my tabletop for the last week, so I'm glad to have finished it up. Glad to get it out here onto YouTube for you guys. Subscribe to the channel for more tabletop sports stuff. It's not coming quite as strong and rapid and quickly as it used to, but we still try to get plenty of content when time allows. So thanks for watching the Norcal Pro-Am. Your winner, Evan Aldrich. Where is he? Show your face, young man. Well, he's an icon. He's not so young anymore. Show your face. There you are. Evan Aldrich, your winner.